What's going on, guys? Today we're going to start our Minecraft series, a little Let's Play edition of Minecraft version 1.16. Just starting off on YouTube, so this is going to be probably the first video that I have. Going to start with episode 1 here, get into the game, find out what our seed's going to look like, what our world's going to look like, and try to get the ball rolling with that. Um, as I'm playing, I'm going to try to talk as much as I can about the game and try to explain some things to you. More of like a tutorial than anything, but also I'm going to try to have a little fun with it as well. And then if you have any questions about what I'm doing, or if you want to see me do a specific thing, leave a comment below and I'll try to get to it. So we'll start it off just so you can see it's a brand new world. We'll go to create new world. You're going to see two different types. It'll be the default game mode, survival or creative. Obviously, we want to play on survival mode. Creative, it's just going to be better for our gameplay because creative mode is going to be where you can fly around, you can place any block you want, and we want it more of a challenge. So what we'll do is we'll put it in survival mode. Just for the sake of this video, we'll keep it on normal. There's 4 different modes: peaceful, easy, normal, or hard. Peaceful, obviously, we're not going to be able to die without unless there's like fall damage or something like that, but we'll get into all that. But basically, Minecraft is a big old 3D blocky generated world that you can build whatever you want. Think of it like infinite Legos as a kid. So a lot more fun because there's going to be monsters and stuff that we're going to have to deal with. But other than that, let's try to get into it. Like I said, we'll name the world WD1024 YouTube. All right. So we won't use a starting map, or we won't use a bonus chest, anything like that. Let's see. The only thing that I do want is we'll keep it on infinite world. Seed, like I said, we're going to keep it completely random. I've never looked at the seed before, don't know what we're dealing with. So, like I said, just in case you've already started your world and you're going to try to pick up where I'm starting from, I don't want any. I don't want anybody thinking that I know what's going on with this just yet. So it'll be a completely brand new seed. Don't know what we're dealing with right now. Friendly fire. I'm not going to really have anybody else playing. Show coordinates is the only thing we'll turn on, just so we actually know where we're going. And all the other stuff looks good. We don't want any cheats on anything like that because there are achievements in this game that you can earn. So if you want that, you got to make sure you keep the cheats off. So that being said, we'll hit create and get started into the world. All right, and I will be playing with a controller because I'm new to the PC, so I don't like mouse and keyboard. All right, fresh new world. Looks like we're right in the little acacia area. All these trees right here are called acacia trees. This right here is your basic oak tree, typically what we want to deal with. Look like a little sand biome over there, a little desert or something. And we got some llamas around here too. I think I see some buildings over there, possibly a village, which is good. Most important part of the game when you're going to be starting off is gathering wood, but we also need some sheep, so typically you want to keep them alive and just shear them to get wool, but for right now I don't have that option, so I'm going to kill them just to get 3 pieces of wool, and that's what we'll need for a bed. A couple objectives for when you're first starting off Minecraft. Obviously you need food, you need shelter. Other than that, you'll be good to go. If you have a bed, you can actually skip through nighttime, so that's what I'm trying to get the wool for right now. But after we get that, you see these birch trees right here. Those are the white bark on the trees. That's going to be birch. So we'll go over here. And since we actually found a village over here, we'll go over and start that as well. Typically, after I get a sword, I'll start killing some of these pigs as well. Most animals like that you find in the game, they all have a purpose. If you kill a sheep, it can also drop wool. If you kill a cow, it can drop leather. All good things to have. Obviously, other things, the chickens, they can drop feathers, help to make arrows and stuff. So everything has a purpose. Pigs, for the most part, not really. So they'll just drop pork, and they don't have any other drops in their loot table. So we're not too worried about those right now. Looks like a light gray sheep. We'll keep going past that. And what we'll do is, since we see this little village over here, we'll come right over here and we'll actually start building up around here. Like I said, most important part of this game right now is going to be wood. So we'll start breaking this tree down right here. Unfortunately, we have to use our hands because we just started, but once we get a little bit of wood in our lives, then we can start making certain things. All right. So now that I got 4 pieces of oak logs, as you can see right here. So what we'll do is we'll come up here to the crafting area. and we will break down all these wood blocks into wood planks. So with the planks, what we can do is we can start making a crafting table. The crafting table is going to be where you make most things in the game. So that it's very important that you have one handy. Because like I said, if you want to make any tools or weapons, it's all going to be done through the crafting table. Looks like just a little village up here. Sometimes these villages will have farms though, and farms are going to be super beneficial to us. Because again, one of our objectives is to get shelter and food. So if we have some of these houses already here, we've got shelter, and if we have some food, which we do. There's some carrots and looks like beetroot. Wonder if there's any wheat anywhere. We can work with carrots, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, looks like we got a little broken down nether portal there as well, which is awesome because once we have the diamonds, we can just make a portal right there. So what we'll do is we'll hang out around here. Just looks like a little good starting area for us anyways. Again, it doesn't look like we have anything else besides carrots and beetroot right now, but that's fine. So here's what we'll do real quick, just while we're here. Break down these carrots. Oh, okay, Mr. Villager, you're picking up all the carrots, sir. Can you stop? You're getting in the way. Well, that's rude. Well, that's unfortunate. I wanted to replant those, sir, but you picked them up. But that's okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll come over here. And since we have our crafting table and just a little bit of wood left, we're still going to need to gather more wood. But I don't want to make wooden tools because they're kind of not very durable. They don't mine very fast. So what we'll do is we'll come over to this little hill over here. Actually, we could just do it right here, but actually I think we'll do that instead. Okay, so let's just go like right here-ish. And what we'll do is we'll put a crafting table down and we'll make some of our planks into sticks. So with the sticks, now that we have the handle, we can start making some tools. I know we wanted to skip over wood, but we don't have any stone just yet. So what I'll do is I'll just take one wooden pickaxe, so I'm not wasting any more wood than I need to. And we'll just start digging down just a little bit. This isn't going to be like a crazy mining session. We're just going to try to get some cobblestone. So here's what we'll do. We'll keep digging down. You can make shovels to dig faster, but like I said, I don't want to make any tools until it's going to be stone. So we'll keep digging down here. Stone, 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 stone. And you'll see as I'm hitting the stone, it looks a little bit different. It's actually turning into cobblestone. And we got our first couple pieces of iron too. But I'll wait till I get a stone pickaxe for that. Okay, so now that I got a few pieces of stone, looks like 7 pieces. We'll go back up here real quick. I'll make a couple more sticks. Cool. And then we'll have enough to make an axe, a pickaxe, and we'll make a shovel. So cool. So right now we can just get rid of this wooden pickaxe because we don't want to waste our time with it. So once you drop something on the ground, it'll disappear after a few minutes. So we can just put it there and it will eventually disappear. So we did end up finding pieces of iron here, which is cool. So we'll make sure we gather all that too. Oh, the block kind of disappeared on us. Cool. And right off the bat, we already have iron, so that's cool. All right. And like I said, we're not going on a crazy mining session right now, but we are going to gather some more cobblestone in the event we need more tools or anything like that. So. And we eventually will need a light source down here, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Alright. A couple more pieces and we should be good to go. Alright, good deal. So that's going to do it for just the cobblestone. Like I said, this is just in case we need extra tools or anything like that. We'll pick up our crafting table. That way we can go out about it a little bit. So here's an iron golem. He helps protect the village, just in case any mobs come in, anything like that. And they've got a horse down here. Cool. Very cool, very cool. Bell. Woohoo. Kind of freaks the villagers out. Makes them all run away. That guy's taking off running back to his house. So the bell kind of warns the villagers that there's a monster nearby. So I just kind of rang it. And I was the boy who cried wolf a little bit, but that's okay. So this is a librarian. And this looks like maybe his house. But alright, so let's get back to work. Like I said, this is going to be our first night. We're going to try to get some things done before nightfall. So we'll come over here. And is carrots grown yet? I wanted to plant more carrots, but that guy kind of... Oh, he replanted everything, so that's cool. Alright, cool. Alright, I will need to make my own farm eventually, but in the meantime, I do have one seed. Okay, I think we're good. You can use the axe also to kill things. As you can see, the attack on it, if we go over here, it has 4. So it's still a pretty effective weapon if you want to use it, better than your hands. So 2 hits, it'll kill a pig. So like I said, if we see any pigs, we'll probably just kill those because like we talked about earlier, they really don't have a purpose other than dropping pork chops. So that could be another acacia village over there too. So that may be something we'll look at in the future. We'll come over here real quick and just check out this nether portal. Little broken down ruins. Where did that pig just disappear to? Alright, I guess it's gone. Alright, and we got a Protection 2 helmet. Looks like a Silk Touch, Golden Pickaxe, Fortnite, and Efficiency 3. So we'll take everything from here. And as a matter of fact, we'll just take the entire chest just to save on some wood again. Sweet. A couple blocks of gold, actually, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like 3 blocks of gold. We'll wait till we clean out the lava and stuff from that before we start getting into that. A couple pieces of sugarcane here. So we'll break down the base. It'll break all 3 pieces of it. And, oh, that's not good. That guy has a trident. That's a drown, so that'll actually hurt us a lot. Basically, those things that you saw were called drowns. They're zombies that stayed underwater too long, and then that's what they turn into. Sometimes you'll see them carrying shells, little nautilus shells, and then other times you'll see them carrying tridents, and the tridents they can actually throw, and it hurts quite a bit. So what we'll try to do is avoid them at all costs for right now. It is on normal difficulty is what we set it to, so we do have to be a little bit careful. Oh, there's actually a 4th block of gold on the top. Ooh, and actually off in the distance we can see an illager tower. So we're going to stay very far away from that. But that's off in the distance right there. So maybe one day we'll go over there and see if we can give them the business. But for right now, we are not prepared for that. So just getting started. Like I said, we're going to try to gather as much wood as we can before nightfall comes. And we'll try to build our own little shelter, our own little building, so we don't have to borrow the houses and beds from the villagers there. So gather some more wood. I think the sun's actually already going down, so we do need to kind of hurry up just a little bit. But other than that, no worries. Everything is still going very, very well. Alright, so it looks like that we're not going to have time to build our own shelter before nightfall comes. Which basically just comes from me talking too much and not really getting down to business as soon as we started. So it is starting to be nightfall, so what we'll do is we'll drop our crafting table real quick, and those 3 pieces of wool that we gathered earlier, we're going to take that some of the planks, and we're going to make ourselves a white bed. So what we'll do is, since it's going to be nighttime right now, we'll just place it down. We know that there's no monsters around us. The moon's already coming up, so we'll go ahead and sleep real quick. So technically, once we get our shelter, we'll put the bed inside of our base, and if we happen to die at any point, we'll always spawn back at this bed. So what I'm about to do right now is break the bed down so I can carry it, but now if I do end up dying, I'll go back to the spawn, the original spawn point, which was over there. So like I said, I don't expect to die anytime soon, and I'll keep my fingers crossed and do everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen. But if I happen to die, we're not going to be too far from where we are anyways. So, but this looks like a pretty good spot to start building anyway. So, oh, we actually have a zombie that spawned, but since it's daytime, he's on fire. So let's see if we can't. Oh, and he died before we got to him. Here's another one. These are zombie villagers. So we'll break them down real quick. This is a creeper. So what creepers do is they tend to explode. They have a little explosive properties to them. So what we'll do is we'll try to hit him and back away. See him shake. We'll hit him and back away. He shakes again. Keep repeating until he eventually gets killed. So when he dies, he can have the possibility of dropping gunpowder. Gunpowder can be used to make TNT and stuff, but it's nothing that we'll really be too concerned with just yet. I thought I heard another zombie, but that's okay. The reason that we like to kill zombies is they have the potential to drop carrots and or potatoes. which are kind of a rare drop for them, but like I said, if they do drop them, that's good. I only saw carrots back at our village, so we do eventually want to get potatoes in our lives. I prefer potatoes as my food of choice for whenever I play Minecraft, just because they give a lot more once cooked than carrots, and they're a lot easier to make than bread from wheat, because wheat, you'll need multiple pieces of wheat to make one piece of bread, so it's more kind of effective for you to just grow potatoes and cook them. So you'll get a little XP from cooking potatoes as well. So, all right. Like I said, we're only going for oak wood right now. Not because I don't like birch or anything like that. It's just if we're gonna build a shelter, I will kind of all want it to be uniform, and I don't want so much for it to have multiple different wood types. All right. So we'll keep breaking down these trees until my pickaxe finally goes kaputs. And once it does, like I said, we'll head back to the area of the village, and we'll try to make ourselves a little shelter, just for the time being. A shelter isn't completely necessary, but if you're a new player, it's a very good thing to have. A good place where you can keep all your stuff safe, where you can lay your head at night so you don't have to fight through the mobs that spawn at night. Mobs are another word for monsters. So at nighttime you can see like zombies, skeletons, endermen sometimes spawn, but they can spawn during the day too. And then like we saw earlier, the creepers, but creepers can also spawn during the daytime. So like I said, you'll just run into more of those mobs at nighttime than you will during the day. So, oh, and spiders as well. Spiders are more of a neutral monster. They won't attack unless provoked, unless it's nighttime. Once it's nighttime, it's all bets are off. They attack you no matter what. So, our pickaxe or our wooden axe here is about to break, and what we'll do is, just so it doesn't get a little confused and all the leaves will disappear, we'll make sure it's not connected there. Alright, so this is about to break, so let's try to find one more tree that's just kind of separated from the others, like this one. Alright, cool. And we'll use our last little bit of axe here and break this down. So, now that we're back, some of the leaves have broken down and they've dropped apples. They can drop apple sticks and then also oak saplings. So if we wanted to replant those trees, we could do that as well. But like I said, all we have to do for that is just break down the actual wood itself, and then all the leaves will break down by themselves. As long as they're not attached to any more planks or logs, they'll break down. The cow just made a cameo. What up, cow? All right, so that should be enough wood. Like I said, we've already got a stack and a half. A stack is 64, so half of 64 is 32. So we've got a stack and a half of oak logs, which is a good start. So we'll come back over here. The reason that I'm not sprinting is you'll waste energy that way. So the energy is like pretty much your hunger bar. If that goes down, you'll need to eat to replenish it. So whenever you're running, sprinting, jumping, sometimes swimming, that'll make your fatigue go a little bit faster. So what we'll do is, what do we do when we see pigs? We kill them. And that's the end of that act as well. So what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to come back over here and try to make a little shelter. This is taking forever to grow. So we got plenty of villagers here with no professions either. A bunch of lazy bums is what they are. All right. So we have a librarian here we already talked to. All right, cool. So, a pig over here. You know what we do to pigs. Cool. All right. Also here, a zombie underground somewhere right there. We're not going to worry about that right now, though. Okay. So let's get a good, nice clear area. I know we started to dig a mine right here, so maybe we'll just keep it right over here. All right, and just for fun, let's go ahead and start making a little house here. So here's what we'll do. We'll put down the crafting table. All right, and we will break down some of these oak logs into planks. Cool. All right, and just for the time being, let's go ahead and make some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 seems pretty good. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go ahead and let's do 9, 8, 9, 8, 9. Cool. Then we'll come back and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll go ahead and come out with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Very good, very good. Alright, cool. So what we'll do is we'll just make it come up a little bit, and matter of fact, we'll make it a little bit fancy. Just because it's a starting house doesn't mean it leaves it look ugly. Cool. This would be a lot better if I had an axe still, but ours broke and I didn't make a new one just yet, so before we go any further, let's go ahead and do that real quick. We should still have a couple pieces of cobblestone left over, so we'll make some sticks, and we can go ahead and make our stone axe again. Alright, cool. And in the meantime, we'll put that there. Cool. And, oh, the sun's going down again real soon. I'll tell you what, let's put our bed down. Our bed's already out here. And is that the center? That is the center. Okay, cool. Alright, while we're still waiting, we can just put this down here. Cool. Sweet. And we'll just do a little frame for the house. It's getting to be nighttime again, just because we're not ready to fight monsters right now. We'll go ahead and sleep this one off too. Alright, cool. So now that we are back, we can start making the walls here. We'll probably end up getting rid of that section, but that's fine. For right now, we can still place it all down. And as you can see, my first little bit of hunger just went away. So we'll need to make sure that we start eating food to replace that. Cool. And what we'll do is we'll come up one more actually. That real quick, and just because we'll put it there too. Cool. All right, continuing on. All right, cool. So we got a little frame for our house. We'll eventually put windows and stuff in it, and we'll put a roof on it as soon as I can get some. I don't want to take any fall damage, so I'll build that real quick. And as soon as I get some more materials, we'll actually go ahead and start digging for some stuff. So let's come out here real quick. Cool. All right. So what we'll do is we'll put our crafting table inside. Sweet. And you know what, let's just put it back against the wall, why not? There we go. Cool. We'll replace the floor too once we get some more materials, but for right now I think we're more than okay with what we've got. So let's put that over here. We'll make a couple more chests too. Cool. And we'll leave that space open for a furnace. So the furnace is how you're going to be able to cook your food, how you're going to be able to smelt your ores. When I say ores, I mean like that iron that we found earlier, but for that we're going to need coal, so we're not going to be able to do too much just yet. The reason I'm going to leave the roof off of it for right now is because I don't have any coal to make torches. Once I can start making that, then I can start lighting up the area. The same way that we want to stay out of nighttime is because when it's nighttime, those monsters, or the mobs that we call them, they can spawn. So if we make a big room like this, that's a big empty room, what happens is that the monsters can come in and actually spawn in here. So we wouldn't want that to happen. So until we get that, we'll leave the roof off it. That way we can still keep the sunlight in here. So I do need to get eventually. Actually, let's drop off what we don't need. So, fortune and efficiency, silk touch, we really don't need any of that. So, we'll put all this extra junkola into the chest here. Cool. All right. We'll keep the pork chops, the raw pork chop that we have, just right there for now. And we're going to go on a quick mining trip. All right, guys, just for the sake of time, I'm going to cut the episode 1 there. Like I said, I don't want the episodes going any bit over 30 minutes, so 25 minutes is what I'll try to keep these to. Obviously, any constructive criticism or otherwise that you have, you can put in the comments section here. I'm doing my best because I don't know how to do any of this with the video editing and stuff like that. So if it feels awkward and feels weird, just let me know what I can do to make it better, and I'll do my best to make that happen. But like I said, for now, we're just gonna cut it there. You like what you're watching? Like, subscribe, do what you need to do. If you don't, still like and subscribe, because why not? It doesn't hurt you and it makes me feel better about myself. Other than that, like I said, I'll be trying to put out another episode shortly, just depending on how quick I can get this whole learning thing down. So appreciate y'all. Thank you. That'll be the end of episode 1. I don't want them to go over any bit of mother check.